gang. Welcome. We are doing a small podcast today to commemorate Promar Ahi USA Tuesday and to do a little recap on lobster fishing. And we're just going to touch on the basics of lobster fishing here today. We're going to do a little 15-minute podcast. Just because I got to get going to the party over here for the awards banquet today. I got to get a new phone. I lost my phone over the side out at the island. It's been a calamity of errors here, but we are ready. We're going to go today, and it's Promar Ahi USA Tuesday, gang. So let's just kick back and relax and enjoy this show today and think about all the things we have to get ready to go hoop netting, because it starts in a couple of days. It's going to be Hoop Net Fever USA. So let's go over a few things today that are going to make this hoop netting just much, much easier for all of you. So first of all, what you got to do is you got to have bait. You must have bait. And I would suggest fresh sardines or fresh anchovies for bait. And I would suggest getting the Promar Ahi bait tubes. The seal-proof bait tubes are key to the hoop netting in Southern California. Yeah, my phone went over the very first day. I was using it as a flashlight, and I'll tell you what, I was holding it in my mouth, and it went flip. It hit the railing, hit the rope, hit the swim step, and then bounced into the water. And it was all happened just that fast. I should have jumped in for it, but I didn't. So we're getting a new phone today. So bear with me, gang, and we will see what happens with the phone stuff. But as far as lobster fishing goes, gang, it is crucial now. If you've been waiting to get your stuff ready, there's no longer a wait. You got to get ready. You got to do it. So we're going to go over a few things. John Stanley, nice to see you. Brian, Robert, Matt, everybody that's joining us this morning, thank you very much for joining us. We got to go over a few things, though, as far as bait goes, as far as time that you're going to leave your hoop nets in the water, and all the other things that come along with hoop netting. But first of all, bait. Bait is crucial. Fresh bait is the best bait, bar none. I don't care. You can tell me anything you want. I don't really care. It's going to be fresh bait all the time, no matter what. Yes, I did. I chummed my cell phone. And the first thing you want to do is you want to make sure that you have plenty of bait, and you have 2 sets of bait tubes, gang. You want to have 2 sets of bait tubes. One that you're fishing with and one that's ready to go for the quick change out, for when you're changing your bait tubes out, to make sure that you get the best quality of bait that you can, and also that you are keeping the bait fresh. Fresh and quality is key to this whole thing. So you're going to want to keep your bait fresh, and quality of bait is maximum effort. If you have to go with frozen bait, you have to go with frozen. But I will tell you, in experience, fresh is the best. Everything else after that is what it is. And you'll catch lobsters, don't get me wrong. But as far as catching the most lobsters, you're going to want fresh bait. All right, so let's stick with that. Fresh bait is the best. And then the next thing on your list is having the best equipment you could possibly have, and that would be the Promar nets. The Promar nets are best. Everything else is secondary. I'm going to show you a little bit of video of the Promar nets real quick, and then we'll get into the rest of the stuff that you're going to have when you go hooping. And it's super important, gang. because we're running out of time here. We're going to start the season in a couple of days. And if you don't have everything set, you're going to be struggling to put together a good day of lobster fishing. So look at this. Here we go. Check this out. I made this just for you guys. All right, thanks for tuning in. Today we're going to talk about the ambush line of hoop nets. We're going to start at the bottom and work our way to the top, or start at the top and work our way to the bottom, depending on where you're at your level of hoop netting. First of all, we're going to talk about the new Ambush XL Heavy. Now this thing is an animal. This thing, most of us for years have had to put weights in the bottom of our nets to get them down to the bottom when we're fishing over 100 feet of water. Well, the guys at Promar have come up with the most phenomenal design. This thing right here, this thing by itself weighs 14 pounds. This is a big piece of metal right here. This thing's gonna sink like a boulder right to the bottom. You're not gonna have to put any weights on them. You're not gonna have to worry about that anymore. This thing's ready to go. If you guys are fishing in the deep water, the new XL Heavy is gonna be your go-to ambush net. Next, the Ambush XL. This is a phenomenal net. Giant opening at the top, much bigger than the original Ambush. This is going to be for those of you with enough deck space that can handle these XL, because like I've always said, I've never had enough of anything, and I've never had enough of an ambush net. The bigger the better, always. Bigger is better. The more lobsters you can fit in here, the better it's going to be for you. Get the night over with quicker. So the Ambush XL is much bigger around than the original ambush net. The problem with this, if you have a small boat though, is it's going to take up a big piece of property on your boat. So we're going to go to the original ambush and show you a little bit smaller in diameter, much easier to store. These all stack right up on top of each other for easy storage. When you have 10 of these, because you're not going to want a hoop net without 10, because you're never going to go by yourself. You're always going to take a friend. That way he can have 5 and you can have 5. And these things will stack up and take up one tiny little area on your boat. If you look, those of you with the small 20-foot to 30-foot boats, you're going to want these smaller type ambush nets, the original ambush, because they take up less space on the deck of your boat, much easier to store. You can see the difference in size of the two nets. And then we got the heavy duty, this XL Heavy, for fishing deep water on the bottom. I just went through the whole line of ambush nets. If you want to get more technical and get more precise on how to hoop net in Southern California, check out my website at YourSaltwaterGuide.com, and you can check out the full line of ambush nets there, and you can see exactly how we use them, where we use them, how we set them up, and how we get them down to the bottom. Check out YourSaltwaterGuide.com. All right, gang. So that showed you the nets. So now we got the nets. We got our bait tubes, the seal-proof bait tubes. Now let's talk about strategy as far as where we're going to hoop at. If you don't have a plethora of spots, you know you can always get spots. You can always get lobster spots, rockfish spots, any kind of spots you want at YourSaltwaterGuide.com. We already know all that. So we'll be redundant telling you to go get a membership to Your Saltwater Guide. If you haven't got a membership yet, I can't convince you to get a membership. You obviously want to suck, and there's no way to change the fact that you want to suck. You just want to. So we'll let you suck, and the rest of the people that are members, you take that plethora of spots, lobster spots, which really for anybody else out there, I couldn't even imagine having these lobster spots available on a website for me when I first started hooping back in the day. So that is a plus. And then you want to take your spots, and let's say we're in Long Beach or LA Harbor. We have 15 spots or 20 spots or 25 spots. Michael Folks, welcome to the show. How are you, Michael? Hey, hello. Hi there.
David.
Hello.
Hey, can you
I
hear
hear
me?
you just fine, buddy.
You look great. What boat are you
I
on?
am on the shootist. I just got back from fishing the
Shootist.
War Heroes on Water.
Right. Very cool.
Yes, sir, it was. We had a really good time. We caught a bunch of fish. We had a really good time, and today we're talking hoop netting.
Right on.
Yeah. So we're talking hoop netting, and it's kind of cool because I'm going to give you guys everything you need to be successful when you go hooping, right? Absolutely.
All the insider dope.
All the insider dope, the hot spots of hooping, the where to, how to. I'm always going to take care of everybody because that's my deal. What happened too is I dropped my phone over the side. So if you called me this morning or anything, I haven't had a phone for three and a half days. You can imagine how much fun I'm having.
Oh, I bet you're just enjoying life.
Absolutely. I don't have to worry about emails or text messaging or anything. Just
Or anything, just completely stress
don't have to
free.
worry about any of the spots. They all take care of all my rock cod spots were on my phone. Everything was on the phone. So it's it's
Oh,
been wonderful. Right, Steve?
I, I think I'd freak out if I dropped my phone
I
overboard.
was using it as a
It's like,
flashlight. I had it in my mouth.
oh,
Yeah, I
good.
was dropping the mooring lines in the morning, didn't want to wake anybody up, wanted them to sleep while I drove up the island and bloop, dropped the phone in the water, went, oh, well, nothing I can do about it now.
Oh, oh my God, David.
Yeah, it was pretty
Uh,
wonderful, I'll tell you. But I had great
yeah,
expectations to tune in the sonar on this boat. I have all the pictures,
all the instructions and
all
all.
the pictures and everything from years of doing it all on my phone. I'll tell you what, gang, when you drop your phone over the side, it's pretty much done. You're done.
It's over unless you can grab it and throw it in a bag of rice.
Right. The way this boat positions, it fell over in a spot where there was no way to get it. And if I jumped over the side, I wouldn't have got it there in time. So it is what it is. So that's why I didn't answer your phone if you called me this morning. We're here now. So we'll, we'll
Well,
go over a little bit of this stuff. And if you have anything you can think of to add or that you want to know about, just go ahead and feel free to let me know. But right now we're talking about
I'm
the
still.
spots to hoop net at. So I'm gonna go.
I think, yeah, mooring number 246 in Avalon is a really good
Is
spot.
it 246 Avalon?
246. It's right in the corner there on the inside by right by the repair dock, and it's right where the two jetties meet. You know, where the seawall meets the jetty going out. So it's a really rocky area in there, and it's loaded.
Absolutely, it's right on the hot spot. It's like the corner of the reserve,
You
but
know,
it's not the reserve. It's on the
yeah,
other side.
it's all the way across all the way across Avalon
So
Harbor.
they make their way over there and just have at them. Well, the thing about the website, gang, is the website has plenty of spots on it. We cover everything. We didn't cover that spot, but pretty much we got all the other spots. But what I was trying to tell you is when you get out to Long Beach or LA Harbor, for example, you want to put three over here and you want to put three over there and you want to put two here. And then it's called prospecting. Every time we go out, it's going to be totally different. Now, the opening night, it's going to be ridiculous. It's
Doesn't
just
matter.
going to be, I wouldn't even go. Myself personally, I'd wait about a week, let it thin out, and then get out there during the week. But I know a lot of you want to get out there on opening day, so we're just going to talk about. But if you have the opportunity to prospect, you want to put three here, three there, and two over here, and then you go through them and you pull them. Now, if the first three we pull have nothing in them, we're grabbing those and we're throwing them on the deck. Then we go over to the other three. Now they have some lobsters in them, so we're going to put the other three with those three. So now we got six together. We go over to the other two and they got lobsters in them. Now we know the next time we pull, we'll split up and we'll have five here and five over there, stuff like that. The next thing you want to know is how long do I let them set before I pull? The key is to be out there half an hour to an hour before it gets dark, and then you want to start pulling about 15 to 20 minutes after dark because it's already been dark on the bottom for 15 or 20 minutes before it gets dark on the top. Dark. So then you start pulling, and once you pull the first set of 10 and they're crawling, you want to go and pull on nonstop, because by the time you get done with your 1 through 10, 15 or 20 minutes, then you start again. It's been a half an hour, 45 minutes. That's plenty of time for the hook net to soak up. The lobsters, if they're crawling, they'll be crawling right into your hook net, right? It just seems natural. If you've ever seen a lobster on your deck, they move pretty damn quick on the deck. And this isn't even their natural, this isn't even where they naturally occur at. So when you got a, let's see what happened. Is my audio horrible?
Yeah, now it's better. You're too far away
Okay.
from the mic. I didn't want to. Yeah, it's much
Okay,
better. Stay
good.
close.
All right. Thank you,
Much
thank
better.
you, thank you,
Yeah.
everybody. Thank you. So
It was a little blurry there for.
so it doesn't matter where you are, but it matters how often you pull. How often you pull is the key to this whole thing. And I would pull as much as I possibly can when they're crawling. And if they're not crawling and you got to set yourself up into a new area, you got to wait another hour. You got to let that stuff soak for a whole hour. And that's when you're going to find out if there's lobsters there or not. When you move your stuff around, you got to wait an hour. Every time you set up, you got to wait an hour. But once you establish yourself on an area and the lobsters are crawling, it's go to 10 and then start over again at 1 again. And I don't care where you put them on the structure. If you have structure, you don't want to be on the left side, the right side, the middle side, whatever. You just want to put your stuff on the bottom. You just want to get your stuff out there. And then you start whaling on the lobsters, right?
Yeah, if you're lucky.
Well, we get lucky all the time.
How, David? I know different spots. You've got a bunch of different spots ID'd, but what is your average depth? And do you move from shallower water early on in the evening to deeper water as the night progresses, as the fish as they crawl farther away from their honey holes?
What I like to do, Michael, is I like to fish in 30 feet of water. I like to fish in 30 feet of water all night long, all day long, whatever, because of the fact that I want it to be fun for my clients, my friends or my clients that come on the boats. I want it to be fun for them. And when I watch these guys, I'm not taking anything away from them, but when I watch these guys pull with the electric puller in 100 to 150 feet of water, all the people are doing is standing there. The deckhand puts it on the wheelie thing, and the captain pulls it, and then you grab the net and you put it on the boat. And you decide if you're going to leave them there or not. We want the people to pull. We want them to be engaged in the act of pulling. It makes all the difference in the world. I think it's supposed to be fun, right? Right.
It's supposed to be.
So,
I think the coolest thing that we did. I'm sorry, David, go ahead.
When you go out on the boat and it's camaraderie and it's fun and everybody's pulling and giving each other a little bit of crap and a little bit of, you pull like my sister or you pull like my mom or whatever. You're digging in on the people and you're having a good time and everybody's having fun on the boat. And if you catch some lobsters, so be it. And if you don't, it's okay.
Yeah, pulling from 30 feet is not too bad.
It's easy.
You start getting out into deeper water, that pull starts to become a grind.
Yeah, it's kind of gnarly. It's kind of gnarly, but whatever. We don't like to do it, but there's something for everyone as lobster fishing, right?
Yeah, one of the funnest things we ever did was on our little 246 spot there. I don't know how deep it was. I'm guessing it's like 25, maybe 30 feet. But you take a flashlight and you can actually see their eyes. Their eyes reflect off the light. You can see them crawling into the hoop, which is pretty cool. As soon as they crawl in, you just lift them up. So you're actually sight fishing for lobster. It was pretty fun.
Yeah, we used to do that in the harbor. It is really fun to see those eyes
Yeah, when you
glowing
see
in
their
the
eyes.
net. Yeah, you know you're gonna be having you and Kim are gonna be having lobster for dinner then.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so
Yes, sir.
the War Heroes thing was just absolutely incredible. There was some spectacular fish caught. The biggest fish caught in the tournament was 156-pound bluefin.
That's a big
And
tuna.
Billy Miyagawa, he was fishing on his friend's boat. He was the captain of the Mibella. They caught 12 yellows and 9 bluefin. Yeah, he
Jeez.
got them. He was in there. They beat the heck out of their people,
Yeah,
but
you
they
did.
caught them.
That's so cool. All around the island, Dave, or did they move out to
Well, he
Santorini or up
started
north?
out. I only know Billy because he was parked next to me the whole time here at the dock. They fished the Cortez Bank the first day. Uh-huh.
Really?
And got the crap beat out of them all the
Jeez.
way out there. And then they rolled their eyeballs out on Sunday fishing all day, and then they went to back to Clemente, 40-mile run, and fished the I won't say exactly where, but they fished Pyramid Cove and they caught 12 big yellows. He said it was wide open. There was a bunch of boats parked around him, but for some reason because Billy doesn't really know what he's doing. So for some reason though,
No, he's never.
he got lucky.
That is so cool.
Yep, he had a little bit of squid, so that was cool too.
I love fly lining the squid for yellows.
Yeah, it was a wide open bite.
Such a cool bite.
And Billy just had
Yep.
heart surgery, and he had to jump in the water to get one that was wrapped around the anchor line. He dove down and untangled a 30-pound yellow on the anchor. Yeah, he was not even supposed to go out on the boat, and he was out there fishing all day. He said at one time he had 2 rods, one under each arm, both bit on yellows, and the vets were bit on yellows, and his deckhand was bit, and his owner was bit. So they had like 6 or 7 yellowtail hooked up at the same time, and they were waiting for the vets to get their fish in so he could hand them off to them.
That is so cool. What a great event,
God, it was it's just very emotional for me. It means a ton to me to be involved in this thing, and just to be there for the vets is just incredible.
Well, it's just such an amazing way to say thank you and give back a little bit to those guys that have basically, some of them have given their lives for us to be able to do what we do and how we do it.
Yep. To just allow us to fish, to think that these men and women have given so much and we haven't given really anything if you think about it. So to give back to them is pretty incredible.
Yep. It's right from the heart.
Yes, it is.
Right from the heart.
Well, gang, I want you to go check out Promar Ahi. You can buy all the products that you need to make hooping easy, from the floats to the line to the hoop nets to every single thing that you have. Yeah, you were. Yeah, you were. Hi, Dave. I was. Yeah, you were. It was an incredible bite, wasn't it, Ray? It was absolutely incredible what you guys were able to put together. Ray has a little charter boat up in Washington, so he kind of has a clue, but he knows how special that yellowtail bite was that Billy got you guys on. You guys had a time of your lives there. It was pretty incredible. I can't wait to see what you guys win tonight at the banquet. I'm pretty excited to see. But everything you need is over at Promar Ahi. You can save 15% on all products at Promar. And yeah, Michael, you got anything to talk to? Look at Ray, said it was wide open. Yes,
WFO.
it was. Yes, it was.
Hey, I apologize for my ignorance here, but I haven't hooped in like 5 or 6 years since we started this doggone film. And at the time, I think the new 45-degree angled nets had just come out. are those, and there was some controversy about them being no longer a hoop net but a trap. What's the status is? Where is that now? So the 45-degree angles, is that still the hot ticket for
Yeah,
the net?
it's the hot ticket. What it's done is it's re-energized the industry so that we can make money in the wintertime when there's nothing else to fish for but lobsters. And to think that they wanted to take that away from us, and there's still entities out there that want to take it away from us, but there's really nothing that keeps the lobster inside the net. He can leave whenever he wants. It's just a little bit better way,
Right.
easier way to pull, and a little bit better way to catch lobsters. But as far as banning it, yeah, they every year they talk about it, but hopefully they don't. They want to bring the limit down to 5 too, which is absolutely ridiculous because Michael, if you think about it, the commercial lobster fishermen, they get to have as many as they catch on opening day, and every day thereafter. They can have if they caught 1,000,000, they could have 1,000,000 pounds of lobsters. If they caught 500 pounds, huh?
Seriously, they have no limit.
No, none. None. So whenever we start having this debate about lobsters, they laugh. They laugh their asses off. Here we are battling against a recreational fishery. We don't affect them and they don't affect us because we don't fish where they fish and they don't fish where we fish because they can't fish the front side of Catalina. They can't fish inside Long Beach Harbor.
Yeah.
They can't fish inside LA Harbor. They can't fish close to the breakwall in Newport. They can't fish inside Dana Point Harbor. They cannot fish within 100 yards of the breakwall at Dana Point. There's just San Diego Harbor. They can't fish in there. So to think that they want to take this little bit of fishing away from us is absolutely ludicrous. And it's the same tree huggers that want to take everything away. And these commercial guys, they just laugh at us. They're like, you guys can't agree on anything. You guys you'll give them your stuff because they watch you arguing. And it's just ridiculous.
It's crazy.
Yeah, for no reason at all. And another thing you guys don't understand, you do not want to fish where the commercial guys get to fish. And hey, Joey, if you guys are still over at the boat, come over here. Oh, I need to talk to you, Joey, when you guys are done. But if you guys are still fishing where the commercial guys fish, that's ludicrous. They laugh at you also because they would give anything for an opportunity to fish where we get to fish. They would give anything to fish in LA Harbor or on the front side of Catalina. Oh my God. And then they see you go out on your little boat and you drop your hoop nets right where they put their commercial lobster traps. It's ridiculous. Hey, Justin.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you want to jump on here, Justin, and talk for a minute, you can tell us what it was all about, what it was like fishing with the War Heroes. We'd be more than happy to have you on here right now with us. It would be great. But to think that you guys, the only reason you drop your hoop nets where the commercial guys are is because you have no plan. You don't have any spots. You don't know any spots. And so you go, it's just like fishing for boats when you're fishing tuna. It's just like fishing at Catalina for white sea bass and you fish for the boats because you don't have any spots. Same thing lobster fishing, gang. You're going to drop your hoop nets where all the commercial lobster traps are, which are 3 feet by 3 feet or 4 feet. I don't even know the size of them, but they're giant cages that catch lobsters. And you're thinking you're going to compete with those guys with a hoop net? It's ridiculous. It's absolutely ludicrous to think that you'll do that, or to think that you could have a diverse effect on the lobsters in the ocean with a hoop net catching. If you have the greatest hoop netting night of your life, you get 7. That's all. You get 7. The commercial guy gets 10 billion.
They'll get 70 in
Yeah,
one trap.
if they're lucky, if they're good, and if they're lucky, and if they know
Yeah.
what they're doing, and all that stuff comes together, and that's pretty spectacular to think that they get that, and more power to them. But just because they're having a good time, don't take it away from them, and don't tell anybody that there aren't any lobsters because the commercial guys outfished them. You're full of baloney. They're gonna have the best lobster season this year that they've ever had, or they're going to have the worst lobster season this year, but it has no bearing on the amount of lobsters in the ocean. If you've ever put your head underneath the water and looked, you catch a million lobsters, or you catch a million short lobsters. You never know what you're going to catch when you go hoop netting.
You get some more than that.
Hey.
Hey, what's going on?
We can hear you.
We can see you.
All right, good. What's it
I
like,
can pick my
guys?
nose.
How was it?
That was what?
How was fishing with the war heroes?
We didn't do that.
Oh, okay.
Is that why you wanted us on here?
Yes,
Oh.
it is.
Okay, well, in that case, it was incredible. Great experience.
Yeah.
It was really amazing. And I think the guys had a great time.
Yeah. Did you catch many fish?
Yeah, we caught. How many fish you guys think we caught altogether? Well, counting the ones we threw back, we're into triple digits. But the ones we kept, 10, 15. We kept 4 bluefin, some calico bass, bonita, barracuda, sheep's head, and 1 sculpin. Got me last night with it. It was a lot of fun.
Joey, being a veteran yourself, was it pretty bitchin' to be a part of this?
Absolutely. Those guys, one of our vets, Evan, he was talking to me and Anthony last night, and he said he had a buddy that offered him a job where it requires him to go to Carlsbad quarterly. And he said, I'm applying for that job now just to see if I can't go offshore fishing with you guys a little bit more. I don't know that our other vet, Casey, will be back out offshore anytime soon. He has a stomach issue. He had some ear problems from service, but outside of that, I mean, I think the guys had a stellar time. I had a great time with them.
As you can tell, he's already lost his voice.
I've been screaming. I jumped off a boat naked. I've had myself a blast. I think the vets enjoyed every minute of it, but they weren't throwing up.
The veterans were jumping off 30 feet up in the air off of the top tower. It was pretty cool. We have it on video. It's really cool.
Nice.
Very
nice.
cool.
We want to check that out sometime.
Yeah.
When they first came on board, we kind of gave them a little primer on what we were looking to do and that type of thing. So I said, if you came here looking to win and be the number one with this many boats, you're probably going to be disappointed. But if you came on the boat looking to have a good time, learn some stuff about ocean fishing, then you'll be very successful. And I think you'll enjoy the experience. And I'd say we were successful and they enjoyed the experience.
Oh, absolutely.
With that kind of attitude, you really can't go wrong.
No, it's everybody comes to win, but at the end of the day, there's only going to be one guy, so let's all have a good time, enjoy the camaraderie, and make the most of the day. So
enjoy the experience, not the result.
And I think because of that, we were 100% successful.
Yeah. Right on.
Yeah, absolutely phenomenal. Yeah, it's a spectacular event, right? It's the first time you guys have been a part of it, and you'll definitely do it again, right?
Every year I can.
Yeah, absolutely.
We just got to convince Matt to keep ponying up the boat so we can do that.
Yeah, I think I talked to Matt yesterday. I think he enjoyed it a lot. I think he really enjoyed it. It kind of goes along with what he's trying to accomplish in his life. So giving back is the main thing here.
Yeah, I mean, we outside of fishing, we got to have so many conversations about what they did and what their experiences were in the military and how their life is outside of the military and their kids growing up. And I mean, we had a 30-minute conversation this morning about potty training and how gross potty training can be. So we really touched on pretty much every basic aspect of life with these guys. It was fantastic.
And you don't want to know why that conversation got started. Joey had an accident.
I think they sent you a video or a link or something. Allegedly, it may be lost in the internet somewhere.
He dropped his phone in the water.
It's up in the clouds, so hopefully someday you'll be able to see it. But
Yeah,
you want to see it, not experience it.
Experiencing it's better.
I'm getting a phone sometime today.
We're going to drop it at that. Let's go to another subject. Anyway, the hospitality by the host organization was phenomenal. Well organized as far as logistics and just, making sure people got where they needed to be. So obviously it's been something they've been doing and they've learned as they go along each year and kind of refined. So you could see it hadn't just kind of gone out there to wing this thing. It's got a lot of thought and effort that went into it. And makes it very easy and enjoyable when people are telling you, hey, you need to be here in 15 minutes and reminding you, oh, you're right here in this line, and when you're done with that, here's what we're going to do next. So
And I've never seen the green pier so packed. I mean, at one point, Casey looked at me and he goes, "Is the pier moving?" Sure enough, it was, just from so many people walking on it and just there to celebrate those guys. It was awesome to see Avalon come together as well.
Yeah, you've spent a few days in Avalon, right, Michael? Couple.
Yeah, it's favorite place on the planet.
You got to take your hat off to the people that donated all their time. There's so many people that donated time, and they donated pretty much everything to the War Heroes. We had a great party on the pier last night. And then we finished it off with dinner at Steve's Steakhouse. It was a wonderful event. And then we're going to get to go and get taken care of tonight. It's going to be quite spectacular.
Yeah, we're not done. We got more.
Yeah, we get to do some more cool stuff tonight. We get to see awards handed out.
We need to find out who was the big winner on the mini rod. That was a circus act on the back of this boat. I just want to see what the other boats have to say about it. Hopefully, it'd be nice if we had video of that to share, because it was crazy. We were in a wide open Byte and just handing off these little miniature poles as fast as we could hook something up to make these guys reel in. It was like a giant fire drill.
Like, this one, go that one. Okay, get this one, go that one. This one, that one, this one, that one.
We caught a lobster about yay big on one of them last night too.
And then how big was the other lobster?
We caught I caught a keeper lobster on a moto after everybody went to sleep. So me and Anthony stayed up and got our fishing in and pulled up a keeper lobster. So
They think we were sleeping. We couldn't sleep with these guys. It sounded like two little schoolgirls in the back of the boat.
Hook up.
Like,
You understand why I lost my voice now?
Now we're dead tired.
yeah, I know.
But
it was a lot of fun. I think the guys had a lot of fun. They probably caught more fish than they probably ever even caught in their lives.
So we were catching a lot of the calicos and just fast they'd pull them in, or the little bonita, and tossing them back. So I mean, it was just wide open.
Barracuda.
Yep.
Most of these guys have never fished the West Coast like that, have they?
Oh, one guy was like a bass fisherman, and biggest thing he's seen is something he's fishing out of a little John boat or something like that, back in the marshes.
And then he reels in a bluefin, and now he's addicted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we got to do the weigh-in as well, which is kind of cool. I mean, we don't have the big of tunas, but at least we got 4 of them.
There are a lot of boats that got skunked, so
Yeah.
we feel good.
Yeah, we got 4 tuna, got to go weigh in, get our picture taken, and yeah, it was a lot of fun. A whole lot of fun.
Learned a lot about the toughness of Casey. I mean, he's fighting a bluefin on the rail and just poor guy. Just hammer down, hooked it in. It was awesome.
Didn't he start puking after you jumped in naked?
What's that, sir?
Didn't he start puking after you jumped in naked?
That didn't happen. Unless there's video or pictures, no, it didn't happen. That was alleged.
I had a cannonball from 30 feet and just showed Dave. It was
All the way from the top of the tower. Let me tell you. I won't tell you the whole thing, but this guy was at the top of the very, very tuna tower, very top, and jumps off. Talking about instant water.
just soaked Dave. It was awesome.
Yeah, right in front of Dave. Dave was on a dinghy, sitting there, and he jumped like just a couple feet from him. Ooh!
Oh, it was incredible. Yeah, I got to go to bed last night soaking wet.
Those,
Did you ever get those pineapple
bags deploy
chunks off your head? Or were those lines?
Lemons.
Squid. Did you find the squid I left in your rod holders?
No, it's not my bottle. I'm going home tomorrow.
Not his boat.
Not my boat.
Just for the audience members. Last night, yesterday,
Allegedly.
Yesterday,
Avalon. We get into Avalon. Dave's moored up behind us. We're yelling to Dave, and Dave can't hear us. So
we think Dave's gone.
we think Dave's gone. The dinghy, we can't see it.
He's swimming in the water already.
I take a 5-gallon bucket and just dead sardines
And mackerel.
and all kinds of gross shit. And we think we're gonna put it all over the gunnels of the boat. I get to the swim platform with this bucket of fish, and I see Dave's smiling face, like, "Hey, Joey, what are you doing?"
It was like the X or whatever. The red.
One of the few times in life I'll regret being honest. I told him, I said, "Dave, I was gonna sprinkle these fish all over your gunnel." And Dave took it on the chin.
Again saying, not my boat.
The owner might have gave me a glare too.
Yeah.
Yeah, the owner.
See the bill for detailing he's going to get.
The owners were pretty pissed at you, Joey.
Yeah. It's a good thing he wasn't successful, or the seagulls
Oh, man.
that would have swooped in on that would have just put it over the top.
Well, fortunately for him, he was on the boat.
That's why they hire the best captain out there.
That's right. Hey,
Keep an eye on things.
Justin, can you talk a little bit about lobster fishing before we end this? Because Promar's putting it all out there right now, 15% off all your Promar products, and you do a pretty good job putting people on lobsters. So can you talk about it just for a few minutes before we end this thing?
Yeah, so lobster season, as most of you know, starts this coming Friday. At 6 p.m., you can put your nets in the water. And if you don't have your nets or your measuring devices and all the necessities that you're going to need for lobster fishing, order it now. Get it immediately, because they can get it to your doorstep before lobster season opens. Another thing is opening weekend of lobster season, it's going to be a madhouse out there. There's going to be about 1,400 trillion boats, ones that run, ones that don't. Everyone that has a boat or a kayak or anything is going to be out on the water trying to catch lobsters. And and just make sure if you do go out on opening weekend, Friday, Saturday, or Sunday, you be very courteous to everyone else, because there is going to be a million people. So, and I would slow down, especially at nighttime. And if you're not used to driving at nighttime, slow down a little bit. There's gonna be a lot of people in small boats, kayaks, and so on. And yeah, just make sure you have all your lobster stuff, your report card. Make sure you have that. Fill it out before you get on your boat and leave. Make sure everyone that comes on your boat has it. Your measuring devices. Make sure everyone on your boat has at least one measuring device, because you will end up losing one eventually. The other thing is use sardines for bait, everyone. Fresh sardines. Go to the bait barge, fresh sardines. I don't care what other people say. Fresh sardines are really good. You can be more successful with that than anything else. And yeah, make sure you have fun. Those seal-proof bait tubes as well. Those new ones that Promar made are the blue ones. They have the bigger clip. What is that? D-ring clip or something? I don't know what it is, but it's a bigger clip. What goes over the bottom ring of the net, much easier than the white ones did. They made it seemed like they made it a little bit more durable, so it's a heavy duty. And when you screw it on, you can feel it actually snugs up a little bit better. So make sure you get your bait tubes, your weights. Don't let your line float in the water. Don't let it just float everywhere. You're going to pop foul someone or yourself. You're responsible for your own stuff. And weigh down your gear. Yeah, make sure you have fun out there. And also, for all the members out there, make sure you put a report on how you do. That's it.
Yeah. And then also, you got to make sure you got your Go ID number on 5 of your hoop nets, and then 5 of them don't have or have a Go ID number that belongs to a friend or a buddy or a pal. And then if you're in the charter boat business, that's a whole different thing, and we won't talk about that. But you're allowed 5, so you can have your Go ID number on 5 of them, and then you got to have someone else's Go ID number on the other 5. That is not just someone else's, but they have to be on the boat, right, Justin?
Yes. So you're just like Dave said, yours has 5, and if I brought Grant with me, I'd have to put his Go ID on the other 5. So
Mark my float.
And I know it's very confusing, gang, but you got to do it. It is what it is. You just have to do it, because this year they are cracking down like nobody's business. There's probably not going to be a lot of warnings given, and there are not going to be any warnings given for short lobsters or over limits of lobsters. They are very, very proud of their lobsters. The Fish and Wildlife is very, very proud of their lobsters. So make sure you don't give them an easy, low-hanging fastball, because they are going to score. And you can't get away with trying to sneak one on the boat, Michael.
No more boot bugs.
No.
Remember, another thing, everyone, like I say always, is click it and kick it. If you have a clicker, you're going to get a ticket. That ticket is like $850+. It's not worth it. Just throw it back, because your next net could have 5 keepers in it. And also, Fish and Wildlife, use Promar gauges. So it's very crucial. Get those Promar gauges and stick with the Promar ones. That's what they use. They pull it right out of their pocket and they start measuring all your lobsters. If you do get boarded, make sure you're very courteous to everyone, because the way you treat them is going to be the way they treat you.
They're just trying to do their job. Don't get in the way of it.
And there's no warnings. Seriously, there's no warnings, everyone. There's no, oh, we'll give you a warning this time, just don't do it again. They've already given you a warning 10 years ago. Now it's just tickets. So.
Hey, on the sardines, Justin, are you smashing them up at all, or just putting them in the tubes live?
I smash them up, but not into a complete mulch. Yeah, mush, right. Because I don't want it leaking all over the ocean floor. Right. I used to just take, which worked before I had people make me these cool little devices, which I think there's going to be some on the market here pretty soon from Cut. So maybe I shouldn't have said that, but there you go, everyone. So what I do, he's trying to hug me. Look at it, see?
He's
still used to all the military guys on the boat.
Thinking they're going to freeze to death, and we better use body warmth to stay alive. So it's like, no, you have AC in here.
So if you don't have one of those cool chopper thingies, what you can do is just take those sardines and put slices in them with a knife. It's really quick. It doesn't have to be all pretty or anything. Just do quick slices. Watch out for your fingers. You can also wear those Promar gloves to protect yourself. And then those Promar gloves are also very helpful when you're pulling up the nets.
Yep.
So, and grabbing the lobsters.
Oh,
Hi.
absolutely. Or more.
Hi.
Or
Come
what?
on the boat.
Handling
Come on
rope,
the boat.
boy.
So
Protect those hands.
Yep.
also, gang, you can check out Michael Folks's History of Sport Fishing. You guys can log on right now and you can download the History of Sport Fishing for $4.99 a month, right, Michael?
Yes, sir. You can watch it all in a day, and then you're done. Cancel your subscription and go home.
Yeah, you won't watch it all in a day, and you won't want to quit watching it. You want to check it all out. You want to see everything. You want to see all the parts of and nothing better than to talk about this right now, why we have the war heroes here and we're doing this. Come on in, guys. Come on in. What are you doing? Why did you close the door to climb over? So we got Billy Miyagawa's crew right here. We got his boss and we got the war heroes with us right now. But I just wanted to talk about the history of sport fishing. Has so much great stuff in it about America and about how it was founded by the forefathers. And you guys have to understand this. Michael, can you talk about it just for a minute? And then I'm going to go to these guys, these war heroes right now. We're going to just interview them for a second. Is that okay?
Oh, bring them on. Bring those guys
come
in.
on. Come on. Come on, Justin. All right, here we go, guys. Here we go. So check this out. Watch this. There's Justin right there. Say hi.
Hello, Justin. I'm Justin as well.
Hey,
Justin.
It's easy to remember.
yeah, long time no see.
Yeah. All right, so we're going to talk to these guys real quick about what it was like to be a part of this thing. Michael and Justin, you guys watch for a minute, but you're going to be off screen, but you can keep watching. All right, so let's go right here to this screen. All right, so can you guys tell us what it was like for you guys to be a part of this thing? And this is your second year.
Yes, my second year.
So you know, but
This is my first.
What the most amazing part of this thing was we didn't ask you for anything, right?
No, and
you keep waiting for the ask, huh?
Yeah.
It's coming tonight. Don't worry.
Well, I mean, I'm from Ohio. I grew up fishing on Lake Erie and being in waves and stuff like that, and reeling walleyes and stuff, but nothing like this gnarly that we were in. And it was just like from start till now, it's been unbelievable. The hospitality of not just like the boat owner and the rest of the crew, but my new battle buddy and the rest of everybody else, man. It's just like from the time you get here, you feel like you've been like family the whole time. And it's hard to describe.
Right. It is. It's pretty hard to describe, but it's pretty incredible, right?
Yeah, I mean, wow, they sum it up so well when they say it's family, and you can't say it any other way. I mean, that's truly how it is. Family from day one, from the day you get selected, your family.
Exactly.
It's amazing.
And Frank, given his boat and given all of his time, it's his second year he's been involved, and he's been top dog for 2 years because he's got kind of a magical captain, huh?
Oh,
Yeah.
that
Billy was
I mean,
amazing.
it's. I mean, we heard you talk about how Billy jumped in the water to get that yellowtail, and when they said he was going to do it, I thought it was a joke. And then he comes out with a snorkel and mask, and I'm like, man, this guy's crazy.
He is
And,
a magical
but it's
man,
awesome.
isn't he?
It's
He's
awesome
a magical human being.
Because like it's more than just like a job. It's truly a passion, and he wants to help us get the best score that we can, and basically check off that on our sheet, and hopefully we could get to come home with a W. So
Yeah, you did. You got a W already. Yeah. You got a W, right?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Already.
Trying to defend the title also, and then last year it was phenomenal fishing. Like Never had this kind of experience in Pacific Northwest, and I run a six pack boat there for inshore and offshore fishing for deep bottom, halibut, lingcods, rockfish, but nothing like this, like that wide open yellowtail for a little over an hour. 12, and they're averaging like 29, 30 pounds. Like,
Right.
that was
Right.
correct.
It's pretty
I
magical,
never
right?
seen that.
Pretty magical. But the fishing is the added extra bonus,
All
right?
right.
It's all about the whole
Yeah.
experience. And as a returning vet, you've got to explain to this guy, we're not asking for nothing.
No, nothing.
We're not
Just-
asking for nothing, right? There's not going to be a big ask at the end to, hey,
Yeah.
can you do this for us? We don't
Yeah.
care. This is our give back. This is what we all care about, is giving back to you guys for what you've done for us.
And how probably some people thought maybe you were joking around how Billy had a pole in each arm. No, it was like that yellowtail. It was like, hey, I got another two. When you get that one in, I got another one for you. And it's like, dude, you're killing me, man. My arms are getting smoked. And I was reeling one in, and Frank's like, hey, I'm gonna get another one for you. I'm like, dude, you better not. And like, I no more than said you better not. And he's like, hey, I got
Here's
another one for
another
you.
one.
And
better,
yeah,
buddy. Here we go. Tap.
yeah, and it was just like, and I'm not very good at having a prosthetic leg running up to front, and I would just hand it off to Billy or Eugene. They'd run it up, and they're like, hey, here's one coming back. And it's like, it was just a weld-oiled machine. I mean, they weren't in the military, but like a weld-oil military machine. It was just unbelievable.
It's teamwork.
Yeah.
You got it.
Teamwork
done.
makes the dream work.
Absolutely. But as far as the whole experience of War Heroes, can you break it down from the very beginning when you got here? As a returning, you already know this is so bitchin',
Yeah.
but you just coming out here, because we need more veterans. Let's be honest. We need more veterans to show up, and we need more veterans.
Oh, believe me,
to
I'm
come
not
on the
gonna.
boat.
I'm not gonna be shy about this experience.
It is
Everybody I
incredible, right?
know, I'm gonna like. I already got people in my mind I want to bring out with me next year, because like I feel like everybody should get the feeling that I felt with the flyover yesterday, because like the sense of pride that I had, seeing those, aircraft fly over not once, not twice, 3, 4 times, and then dip wings. And I'm like, man, it just, whew.
It's incredible, right?
And to see, like, I was telling these guys, I'm like, to see this many American flags, uh, it, I mean, it could turn the most unpatriotic person patriotic, and that right there is what I fought for. It's what he fought for, what my friends, gave their life for, his friends, and it's
And
amazing.
there's so many people. It's sad, but there's so many people that are sitting on the edge right now that don't know if they should go on another day. And what this tournament does for you guys, it saves lives. Let's be honest. It saves people's lives, right?
Amen.
And then you could walk away with a whole bunch of phone numbers and a bunch of people that care about you that you didn't even know, right?
Yeah.
You didn't even know. Like the parade. How spectacular is just the parade itself?
It's amazing to see that. I mean, you always think you have like friends in the military that care, but then to come over here and like to meet Frank for the first time, and the first time I met him, and it was like you could just tell he genuinely cared. And because I mean, I didn't see anybody with a gun to his head saying you got to do this and you got to like care, and you got to take these guys out on a boat and take away from your family and all that stuff. But he did this because 1, he loves our country, 2, he loves our veterans, and 3, he loves to fish and he wants to get us on fish. So yeah, and
Frank.
it's awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
The minute Frank, received us from the boats, like it became family. Like we're all like, it clicks in. Even my first time, it's like, oh. Until like I didn't even expect I was going back to Mibella. I don't know. I was probably gonna go on another boat, but they saw my name. It's like, oh, I'm going back to Mibella, and there we go, back to the family.
You get lucky, huh? You get lucky. All you got to do is show up. But I want you to understand, folks that are listening. These men right here will tell you this is real. We care about them like you don't even believe. I want to keep saying that because I want you all to come next year. And all you have to do is go to Freedom Alliance, freedomalliance.org, right?
Yeah.
Fill out a small questionnaire. We're not getting personal. We're getting personal, but we're not asking you for your financials or anything. We just want to take care of you. We want to save your life, right? This
Yes,
is a
sir.
life-saving experience. Screw the fish.
Yeah.
We catch fish all day long, but we're saving humans' lives, Frank. We're saving people's lives right here. That's what we're doing. And I didn't know.
And
when I got involved 8 years ago, I had no idea that we were saving lives. I thought we were taking vets fishing.
Yeah.
We're saving lives.
And you never know, you might be running into one of your battle buddies that you had, back in the day that you lost contact with, and they could be here. This could be their first time too, and run into them and reconnect and exchange numbers again and be able to be part of each other's lives again. So,
and something that TJ said on the pier last night that I'll remember for a long time. WOW is 365 days. It isn't a 3-day tournament. It is 365 days. We need all of you to be involved with Freedom Alliance and with War Heroes on Water, because it takes a village. It takes everybody to do this. And what does it really take? It takes a commitment from you for $5, $10, $20, $30. Just donate. No matter what, just donate. There are people out there that are donating to save the sea lions. Can you believe that? There are actual people donating to save sea lions. Can you tell them right now we don't need to save them?
No,
We need to donate to War
it's
Heroes.
great that they care about the environment, but they should donate to save a human's life.
Right.
And every life is valuable, but I would like to have them donate to save my life and my new brother's lives. And so that simple little $5 might be insignificant. It might not be a cup of Starbucks coffee for a day, but I mean that's gonna help be one step closer to get another guy or a gal on a boat and let them feel like what it's like to have a life again.
And what do you have to say to these guys, Michael?
All I can say is thank you, gentlemen, for your service. If it wasn't for you, none of us would get to do what it is that we love to do. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you. And
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you.
And then Justin, Grant, and then Bag of Donuts.
What's that?
What do you say to these guys?
Hey, thank y'all so much for your service and your contribution to this country. This is the best country in the world, and it has everything to do with what you gentlemen do. So thank you for all of that. That is fantastic. And if you ever need a buddy, my number is 804-384-2110. If you ever need to talk to anybody, I will always listen to any vet with a problem. Guaranteed.
Next time, just stay a little faster because the two
8, 0, 4, 3, 8, 4, 2, 1, 1, 0. You call me anytime. I promise I answer.
I think that was a lot more numbers than an actual phone number.
Back it up, replay it several times. You'll hopefully get the numbers right.
Giving out some
Make,
random.
make 3 or 4 new friends with those numbers.
Yeah. But yeah, thank you.
Exactly.
Thank you, all the veterans, everyone, so much for everything you've done for our whole country. What's on my phone's gonna die. But thank you so much, everyone. Really appreciate it. All veterans.
And gang, we'll be with you probably tomorrow late because we're going to be going to the train station, then to the bus station, then to the airport. So I'm going to be late tomorrow. I want to do the podcast at 12 o'clock, but whatever. I'll do it as whenever I get a chance. And then for you guys, thank you very much. And it was cool of you to jump on the boat and give us a couple minutes of your time. Thank you
It's been
very,
an honor
very
and a
much for
privilege,
that.
sir. Thank you so much.
It's been a
Thank you.
pleasure
Good seeing you again,
and an
Dave.
honor to be with you guys. Thank you all very much. Have a great day. Turn off the news. They're all lying. This is the only place you get the